Hello, everybody, and welcome to Big Bold You, a show that is dedicated to inspiring everyone out there, and yes, that means you, to play bigger in your life, be bolder, so you can become the best version of yourself. We live in a world that it's been this way for many, many years, and I believe it will be this way for many years to come, where there's a war between good and evil, and the only way evil wins is when good people like ourselves don't do enough. So we are here to inspire you to step out of your comfort zones, play bigger in life, because whether you believe it or not, it's actually easier to play bigger than it is to play smaller. And the reason for that is you get a lot better results when you play bigger. And I'm so excited for our guest today. And the topic of our show is blending friendship with business. And believe me, these two dynamos are here. We've got Jennie Block and Lyndzie Birch from Birch Block team. And they're just incredible. So welcome, ladies, to the team. Now, you ladies are playing bigger. I'm not saying you are bigger, but you are playing bigger. These are two really fun women. So welcome to the show, and just kind of tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Yeah. For me, I guess my background is that, I mean, out of college, I was in insurance and kind of all over that game. And then it was a pretty easy transition into the real estate world. With my sister, we started with investing, started an investing business and kind of went into that. Fell in love with real estate, decided to expand that. So I went and got my real estate agent license. She went into the mortgage side, so we were all over the place. And then I met Jen's at the first broker that I signed up with when I got my agent license. And
now, did you grow up around this area?
You don't know. I'm from West Texas, small town girl.
No way.
Yeah.
You don't sound like you're from West Texas.
Well, I'm gonna say thank you to that. Thank you.
What little city did you grow up in? What
so
little small
I'm from
town?
Hereford, Texas.
Hereford,
like the cow. Yeah.
Wow.
It was back then. I'm not sure now. The cow capital of the world.
Wow.
And
so were you born there and then you stayed?
No,
okay.
I was born in San Angelo, which is funny because I went to school there for a while too.
All right. So I know San Angelo. San Angelo well.
Yeah. Did you live there too?
Well, no, I didn't live there, but I know San Angelo. I've got friends in there.
Yeah. And then we moved when I was really small.
And then you moved from that big, thriving city of San Angelo to
the thriving city of Hereford, Texas.
Hereford, Texas. And then you graduated there.
Yeah, I went all through high school, and then I went off to college.
And you have one sister. Do you have any other siblings?
I have 2 sisters.
Okay, you have 2 sisters.
And that's it.
But one sister is actually close in the area. She lives in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah. And she's amazing too. Lacey, we missed you. We missed you. We should have had Lacey come on too.
We'll come on with her
too. The more the merrier. That's right. Okay, now Jennie, I call her Jennie. It's Jennie Block, but I call her Jennie from the block. Because, and everybody else does too, right?
Yes. Okay. Everyone does this.
It's great marketing.
Yeah, it is great. I know. We need to think about that. We need to pull that in as well.
So I am originally from New York, not from Hereford, but quite the opposite. But I grew up in Richardson. Kind of my background was I started in property management years ago. That was where everything started for me. I just really understood the leasing world. And originally when I got my license, had full intention of doing leasing. Then I actually met Lyndzie. When we were...
It was my first brokerage. And I was just buying and selling side of real estate. And she was on the leasing side. And I'm like, okay, I need to learn the leasing side of it because I want to be like an all-inclusive, right? I want to be able to provide anything my clients need.
And it's so important. And I think that's one of the things that when I meet somebody and they have more of a comprehensive approach to any industry. Now I know that you have to be specialized, but just having the knowledge and the breadth to be able to help people is tremendous. Right. But one thing about Jennie, before we get into real estate, really, you're an entrepreneur at heart.
Yes.
And you've got to tell everybody about, was it tater tots or something? I mean, this is impressive stuff. And I know I don't want you to jump over this because I think this really speaks to who you are at the core of a person. And that's part of when we talk about blending friendship and business together. I think that you two are a perfect blend. And so if you are thinking out there, maybe I do want to work with a friend, I do want to have a partner, I think it's important, just like any partnership, that you have complementary strengths and talents, which I think you two do. So tell a little bit about the tater tots. And do I have it right?
Yes. It's TAT''R tots.
Okay.
Just so y'all know. So Tater Tots was actually a line that I created of children's accessories. I basically designed and manufactured the line. Started it from just literally making my son a car seat cover years ago and then going to the pediatrician and asking, who's your rep? And I'm like, for what? So that's really how Tater Tots grew. And then it became like, oh, I have this extra fabric. I'm going to make burp cloths or bathrobes or, so the line grew. So I did that for quite a while. And then kind of eventually eased back away from all of it because in like 2008, 2009, when the big crash happened, the high-end accessory market wasn't booming at that point. But I loved it, just to be able to create everything. I'm super creative, just basically going out and doing all the things wrong that you shouldn't do. Like
but
showing
that's how you learn.
Yeah, that's how you learn.
But that's how you learn, and I think it's really important because success and failure is on the same road.
Yes.
And you just have to keep going and going and going because you're going to fail, but you have to just keep going. And I think that creative side of you, but also that entrepreneur side of you, same thing with you, Lyndzie. I mean, at the heart of who both of you are is you're winners. You've made the decision that you're going to succeed and win in everything that you're going to do. And I think that's probably one of the big reasons that energy attracted you to one another.
Yes.
And you're both also single moms.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
We are single moms, which is pretty amazing.
I mean, but tell everybody a little bit about your journey as a single mom. And before we really jump into the show topic, just how what you do right now impacts your kids.
Right.
Yes. So I actually design my schedule in 15-minute increments.
Out of necessity.
Out of necessity. I have to have a written calendar to know where everyone is going at every moment in time. Actually, it's been pretty amazing being a single mom. Probably one of my favorite stories, it was one of my kids was putting together a project one day for school and asking me tons of questions about work and about me. And I was like, what is going on? Why are you asking me all this? And she said, we have to do a project about our hero. Oh. And she was like, and you're my hero. And at that moment, I was like, okay.
Get the tissue.
Right, exactly.
So, I mean, that all ties into so much that Lyndzie and I are both feel so strongly about. Our passion and everything. It's like just knowing that you're setting such an example for your kids, because obviously to all the single moms, we all know it's hard. Right. All the single dads, we know it's hard, picking up your kids and cutting off your day in the middle, or somebody's sick, or you never know.
Right, exactly.
You're visiting the lice place. Yeah, exactly. You just don't know.
You get the letter, you get the call, come pick the kids up, Right. I mean, it just happens.
It does, but it aligns with real estate specifically for us because we do kind of get to design our schedule and design our life. And, those are some of the core values, the legacy and the entrepreneurship and stuff that do align with Jennie and I that I feel like, if those things don't align, the partnership doesn't work.
Exactly. I think so too. And I mean, I was a single mom at a point of 3 small kids, and I so have a heart for other single moms. And if you haven't been a single mom, I mean, congratulations, but it is a road that is, it's can be difficult and challenging at times. I don't know about how y'all are, but I just remember the weight of the world really is on you, that responsibility. And I can remember when I got divorced and I have these 3 small kids, and my sisters would say, Jens, you just keep going and you keep going and you keep going. I said, yeah, because I have no other choice.
With throw up on you.
I have 3 kids that I'm responsible for, and I don't have, number one, I do not have time to take a time out.
Right.
And because if I take a time out, then my kids suffer, and I'm just not going to have that.
Yeah.
So I think there's something really special and dynamic about successful single moms.
Yes.
And I think, I have the just honor to work with you two in a deeper way. And I'm telling you, you 2 ladies are on it. I mean, you are on it, and I really do. Y'all better high five each other on that.
We'll do it right now.
We'll high five each other. So now I really do want to get into more of the show topic, which is, when did you meet? What was the energy that attracted you to you 2? And really, when did you decide, let's work together? I want to know that story.
Yeah.
Well, I can start out with saying that I feel like when you have a partnership, you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
So we dated for a while.
We joke all the time. Like,
Yeah.
this is my work wife,
Right,
right?
right.
And it's so true.
Yes. So, and Lyndzie and I have always had this. Every time we sit down, it's just like the topics and the things that we discuss are things that you can't just sit down and discuss with everybody. Or they'd be like, really, you're going to sit here and talk about your goals and your, like, do you want to like.
The books that you're reading?
Yes.
Right.
Reading our books and, really.
Deep conversations.
Yes. And we're so into growing.
Right.
Self-improvement.
But self-improvement and like what we can be doing better. So I would say that, our partnership probably started, we just had our year anniversary. We just had our year anniversary. We decided to start working together at literally this time last year.
So how long had y'all known each other at that point?
Just over a year.
Okay, so you've known each other for about a year, and you had this great energy chemistry. You're both single moms. You're both in real estate. You both want to win. And then which one of you, or was it just kind of like y'all are at happy hour one day and you said, hey, I think we should
Birch and Block sound cool together.
How did that happen? Because Birch Block really does sound awesome together.
Yeah.
And okay, before we go any further, let's look at that logo. I love that logo.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in love with that logo
you.
because I say Birch Block Real Estate Team, bringing you home, because I just think, first of all, it does look like a key. It's a block for Jennie. I think it's so clean and crisp, and I am just bound and determined to get that logo everywhere because I just think it's so amazing. Yeah. And Jennie, you designed it, didn't it?
I assisted in the design of it. I did not fully design it, but I definitely had some.
Yeah, she's our creative, and that's.
But that's part of the benefits of a partnership.
Right.
And so I want to hear from Lyndzie. So when did you know, did you say, okay, look, were you the one that said Birch Block Realty, that sounds like a great team? Or y'all were, how did that come about?
I don't even know specifically if we ever had a moment, but we kept making
Jennie
business
said,
decisions
yes,
for
we had a moment. Jennie said, we had a moment.
We had a moment.
It's like
over coffee, probably.
We had a moment. Okay, what was that moment, Jennie?
Well, I mean,
is there a real moment? Do you really remember specific?
I remember having the conversation
about
our last names and wanting to, and then when we put them together, we were like, "Whoa, that sounds pretty amazing!" And then it was literally that moment where we were like, "Should we put it together as one word, or should we make it two? Because it's perfect."
So
we did have a conversation. I do remember a conversation about how, we both were making business decisions for ourselves.
Right.
And we were kind of starting to have these conversations like, man, we're really in alignment
Right,
with
right.
what we want. And I'm kind of missing pieces that you have, and you're missing things that I have. And, and then the more we talk about like our whys are, and they're both just very much centered around like legacy and,
Right.
and grows from there. But, I think Birch and Block, the reason we named it Birch and Block is because the reason we have those names
Right.
is of our kids.
Right.
So it really is just a company built on legacy. Like it's
Yeah,
for
I
our
love
babies,
that. I
you
know, I do. I love that. I think
Yeah.
it's amazing. And so some of the benefits that y'all have experienced working together, and I think it's really neat because you've got your real estate team, but you're not just all about real estate, which I think is so smart, because in the world in which we live, you've got to be able to attract people to you for different things, not just one thing. But what are all of the different aspects of your Birch Block team?
Well, I would say our whole goal with everything that we do is to be able to walk somebody through the entire process, whether it's leasing, buying, selling, whether it's that you're a homeowner and you just want to fix up your house, or you want to get it ready to sell, or
Or it's your first house, or you just had a baby and you need a bigger house, or
Right.
you want an investment property, or you're in high school.
Right.
what?
And you're leasing. Well, that's where a lot of it starts. Sorry.
It does.
But a lot of it starts with the leasing process.
Well, I would say if you're
if you're in high school and you're buying property, like you do need to come and talk to us.
You need to talk to us.
but you know what though? I think that what you're saying is when people are in high school, they start thinking about college, and then so you probably were in high school trying to get out of that small town in West Texas.
If you live in Harper,
Yeah, if you live- yeah.
need some tips.
You're thinking about it by high school.
But I think some of the things that you do, and I want to, before we go into all the other things that you do, because you've got some amazing things, what do you think sets the two of you apart when you're working with clients, whether it's somebody that is real estate, so they're buying a house, they're selling a house, they're leasing, they don't know the right way, whether it's design, because I know you've got that aspect of it, and we're going to get into their signature talk here in just a second, but what is that experience like for your clients? Because I think that's
The design specifically?
well, all of it. I mean, because
Yeah.
y'all are special, and I want people to know what they can expect when they reach out to you for any of the services that you provide.
I think, we really, like, one of the things that's so aligned with Jennie and I is that we sincerely care about our clients, and we're trying to build relationships with these people, and we want to be their forever realtor.
Right.
Or whatever, even if we're not their realtor, because like you said, we have the design side. So that's like we redesign, remodel, all that kind of stuff. And then buy, sell, lease, we do a lot of investing stuff. So I don't know, we want to be anything they need. Right? And then
We also have like
Concierge,
a Birch Block
yeah.
concierge. So
I know. See, I think that's so awesome. Tell everybody about that, because I think
That
this is
one's
really cool.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Birch Block concierge is basically just an awesome value piece for us, to be honest. It's great that we can offer this free service to our clients. So basically, you just call this number, Birch Block concierge. That's how it answers. And
You got to know how to spell that concierge.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you can just use your
go to our
phone. Just text it.
just remember the
put
I
on-
comes before the E and R.
That's right.
just go to birchblock.com and there's a link.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. So basically what it is, it's already pretty stressful when you're moving and you have a million things to do. And then you have to get on the phone and start calling and change your service or move it over or find the best deal or like understand electricity if maybe you don't.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But
It does all the annoying things for you about
Yes.
moving.
So our concierge service is basically there to get you all the best pricing that you can possibly get in your area for everything, set everything up for you, forward your mail. They'll
Schedule
tell
movers.
they'll tell you where like the best place to take your dog to the dog spa is in the neighborhood or what's around. So it's just a really cool little
Yeah, a little
additional
extra that's
yeah.
a lot of people don't.
But I think so. Here's the deal. I mean, and I don't know a darn thing about real estate. I'm not going to even pretend like I do. I don't know how to do all this concierge stuff. I don't. You know what you know, and you know what you don't know. But I would think that when there's two of you that are 100% engaged at the same time, I would think that the process potentially could go faster. I mean,
for sure.
Yeah. So tell me how that works, because I would just think you probably have the stuff that you do well and that you're all over, and you do the stuff, Jennie, that you do well and you're all over.
Yes, and we found those out.
Yeah, it's a learning game.
Yes,
For sure.
We definitely found those out. But some of the benefits that I can say for Lyndzie and I is that, we very much divide and conquer is a big term for us. So if I'm out showing a house and there's multiple offers on the house, I'm calling Lyndzie and she's already like putting the offer together before I can even get home to drive to do it. So there's benefits like that for sure as time savers, and we're able to get things done quicker.
Totally. And we never miss phone calls because, she's always, and like we go on vacation and our business doesn't stop.
Right.
That's the most, and we get that all the time. Oh, my last realtor went on vacation during option period and I couldn't get a hold of her. And we're like, well,
right. You don't have that, right? Because you're both 100% invested in everything that you do. But one of the things I think it's so important. Now, obviously, there's some incredible real estate agents. There's incredible solo entrepreneurs. There are people that work their business. It's just them, and they do a bang out job. I mean, I've got the realtor that I've worked with for years, Lisa Tate, who's been amazing. There's just one of her, and and everybody has their own niche. That's the great thing, is when you live in a land of abundance and your world is as abundant, then you understand you're looking for the right people. But I 100% think that a partnership, and people that I've worked with as clients that are single, you do miss out. You miss out on having that second head, to just that brain to just say, okay, this is what I'm thinking. What are you thinking? That somebody that knows exactly what's going on with everything that you're doing. I mean, I think that's one of the things that's so powerful, even in a partnership, whether it's a friendship or a business partnership or a marriage, is there's something that is just strong and powerful with the number two. I mean, there just is.
Right.
Yes.
So, I mean, what are some other things that you've learned that are benefits of working together, other than two heads are better than one? You really get to split your resources. I mean,
totally.
Talk about
we double everything. I mean, we double our marketing reach. We double our network. We double, everything. The time is really what it's all about. Like, as a real estate agent, your time is so important and so expensive.
Doubt.
And it's you just gain a whole nother.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that's really why we even work, with the company that we chose to work with.
Yes.
With EXP.
I know. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, is tell everybody about EXP, because that's a new way. I mean, I tell everybody, look, the world in which we live in is changing because of the internet, the smartphone. It is what it is. And I will tell the story, and I've told this to a lot of people. I was one of those people that didn't think the internet was going to stay around. I really didn't. I just thought, who is going to sit down at a computer and type in http:// all these letters, and then I just said no. I was actually in graduate school, and to get an A in the class, you had to contract for whatever grade you wanted. Now, everybody knows I wanted an A. Right. So I was contracting for an A, and the only difference between an A and a B was you had to make a web page. But I was so determined that the internet wasn't going to last, that I paid somebody to do my web page, and lo and behold, this internet has stuck around.
This internet thing.
And it is impacting every industry, and real estate is just like every other industry, and it has impacted the way people in the industry do business. And I think EXP is really an awesome opportunity. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, being that I'm such a entrepreneur, this was such a perfect match, especially with Lyndzie. What we love about EXP and what we were drawn to is the aspect of an agent-owned virtual real estate company. What I love about it, one of the biggest things I love about it is the time. I mean, if you work for an office, you're getting ready in the morning, which you should get ready anyway. You're getting ready in the morning, and then you're driving to work, and you're driving in traffic, and then you get there, and then you work there for a minute, or you take a class or whatever, and then you get back in your car, and then you got the drive time coming back, and before you know it, you've burned 3.5 hours of your day, rather than what we have, where you can just get on, have access to everything you need right then, and then you can move on.
Right.
So for us being moms and, having less time available, it was such a great match for us.
I love that.
There's some other great things about EXP as well.
Talk about designing your life, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm a real estate agent because I get to, make my own schedule and stuff like that. But do you, you actually have to go into trainings when your broker says the train? But and like she said with EXP, we get on and we have access to it anytime we want.
That's
day or
so
night.
Right. That's so convenient.
Yeah. And then it's almost like a retirement plan, which real estate agents also don't have.
This is
traditionally
big. Right. This is big.
Yeah.
Explain that a little bit more, because I do think that's huge.
So there's 3 different parts to EXP. I mean, obviously you have your agent side where you have your split, with your broker, and that's the traditional thing. And then you also, because it's agent owned, you also have
Agent attraction.
Okay, well, that's the other one, agent attraction, where agents who come and sign up under you, whether they're on your team or just use you as a reference point for the signing up, it's you get rev share off of that, right? And that's like a forever thing, and that's
so it's really
money,
right. It's just smart.
Yeah,
it's smart, and I'm all about being smart. Now I like to have fun. I like to have fun, but I like to be smart, and I think fun without smart is dumb. That's what I think. But I think fun with smart is fun, and I think when you make your decisions, those are some things that really impact what you do. Now, we've got some pictures of your website, and I think this is really neat, because what I just think attracts me to the two of you is that you are involved in other things, and you bring value and add value in different ways. So explain to us the spotlight, because I think it's so cute.
Our spotlights are just different things that we want to feature, whether it's a neighborhood, whether it's a lip gloss.
Well, you have, okay, so it's Birch Block beauty bits, right?
Beauty bits.
Okay, so all your fun, cool beauty bits, you got a bunch of them. Then you've got the brew house, which is basically y'all go out and say, they drink coffee like there's no tomorrow. I'm just telling you right now. When they came in here, they were like, Jens, we've had about 5 cups of coffee, whatever it is. But the cool thing is you're out in the community and you're meeting people, and so you kind of give just the inside story to some of those. Then you also have, is it Birch Block Backyard?
Yes,
Yeah.
Birch Block's backyard.
Okay, I know. Say that 10 times fast. Right. You know what I mean? But that's really kind of just talking about the communities, right?
Right.
The different communities. And then what's the other one?
It's right now it's build. It's kind of a rotating spot.
yeah,
But
okay,
right now
alrighty.
we're featuring our builder.
But one of the things though that we were talking about when it says build with Birch Block, I mean, obviously you've got builders because you're in that industry, but it was really, when we were talking, the 3 of us, it was, build your life,
Right.
grow and develop as a person, because I know both of you are so into personal development. And here's my little, I'm just going to get on my soapbox for a few minutes.
Get it, girl.
Get it. I mean, there's go,
it.
Jens, go. You cannot, if you're a B player or a C player, you cannot turn into an A player unless you are putting time and energy into developing yourselves. That's how you develop yourself to a B player and to an A player, which gives you different results. And I think that's what the two of you do all the time, which I think is so exciting, because one of the things also that you are launching is a signature talk that the two of you are doing, really helping people blend their friendships and business. And tell us a little bit about that.
That's exciting. She's nervous about it, but we're excited. No, I think it's really important. We've had so much success and see so much value in what we've done. And especially for the future things. Yeah. But I think it's important to us to, we're really into empowering women and like self-development, stuff like that. So it's just kind of the next step in sort of sharing our story and saying, listen, like if you find, like step one, find the right partner, the right friend. Like none of the benefits that we talk about are going to come if you don't, align yourself with the correct person. But just like in any relationship, like you said, like it's all about.
But I think that, right? Well, I think that's so beneficial. And I think that people that are going to watch this, and if you're watching right now and this is just ringing true to you, or you have a friend or a family member, share this, let them watch it. But I think that people can just see the dynamic between the two of you. They know that worry about it. We're going to come right back. You can hear us. We have not left the building. But I think people will be able to see what you bring, Jennie, and what you bring, Lyndzie. And I think how valuable will it be when you go out and you talk to people and you say, number one, pick the right person. And these are things that you need to look for with the right person. And that with the two of you being able to be there, and I know Jennie's kind of like going, are we really going to do this? And we talked about it. And I said, yes, you're going to do it, because that's an amazing idea, because you know how many other, and you don't have to be a single mom to have a business partner, obviously. Right. But I just think, you know how many other single moms are out there as a solo entrepreneur, and they're doing life, and they could double their resources and their fun. And I mean, that's a big thing too, is when you have one business and you have a marketing budget, you're splitting that in half, right? So you really can go faster. Right. Yeah. You can go further, faster with friends and with the right people. And so I applaud you. I think that's amazing that you're doing that. Okay, so y'all have
happy little work wife.
I know, they're awesome. Okay, so two quotes that you put down. I mean, one of the things I do, I ask all of my guests, I want to know your favorite quotes, because that lets me know just really where's your head at and what you think. And one of them is, you must do things you think you cannot do, by Eleanor Roosevelt. Which one of you's favorite quote is that?
We've got them everywhere. We love them. Yeah, it's a mutual.
That one really, really speaks to me, because I think that a lot of people in general, maybe moms, maybe, we know the struggle. We know what it's like to go through an experience like that. And we also know what you don't ever want to feel like you're stuck or you're, whatever. And sometimes you just really have to go outside of your comfort zone to accomplish things that you never thought you could.
And I think it's the mindset. It's that mindset of knowing that you might think you can't do it, but you can do it. And so you have to do it. So you prove to yourself that you can do it.
Right.
So do the things that you think you cannot do. Eleanor Roosevelt, amazing. And then the other quote that y'all put down, which I love because I love Mother Teresa, but basically it's spread love wherever you go, spread love with whatever you do, and leave every person that you meet better because you cross their path.
Yeah.
And I truly do believe that's what you do. I mean, both of you live your life by that. That's probably your motto. I'm not telling y'all to put that on your website, but that might be a good idea.
Bringing you home, and then we'll have it.
Bringing you
happy.
Home.
You'll be happy when you get home.
Right, you're happy home. I mean, it's amazing. I love that. Well, kind of going along with that, we have an Ask Jens for this week. And the Ask Jens is a question that one of our viewers or one of my clients or somebody that I know, all the different hats that I wear, sends me something. I've tried to get people to do more video. I'm like, y'all do a video and send it to me, but some people are shy. And our Ask Jens question for this week is, I always struggle making decisions. It takes me forever to know what decision is best. How can I make more effective decisions in my life? And I will tell you, I think this is a very important question, because really our life is a combination of all of the decisions that we make. And I think one of the biggest tips I can provide is successful people make decisions based on where they want to go and not where they are currently. So at the end of the day, you've got to know, what does that big picture look like? You know, so many times people make decisions based on their current circumstances. For instance, money. But if you make your decisions based on your current circumstances, you will always remain in your current circumstances. And I kind of think that's what, you two ladies have done, is your current circumstances. You were single moms, you were both in the real estate industry, but you had a bigger picture, and you knew if you were going to get to that bigger picture, you were going to have to make some different decisions and step out on the limb, so to speak. And I think that's one of the reasons why you've had the success that you've had, even in this last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think teaming up too, it gives you just a little bit more motivation, because it's not just about you anymore.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think it's also like, it's motivating, and it keeps you accountable.
Exactly.
Because, you've got somebody else that depends on you and what you bring to the table.
I know. And isn't that funny how when somebody else is depending on you, you just work harder?
Yeah.
I mean, people will let themselves down
Yes.
before they will let other people down. I mean, it just is what it is. So, I say all the time, it is by design that you can't succeed alone. I mean, that is 100% by design. You've got to lock arms with other people, and this is amazing. So we're going to jump into our Laughter is the Best Medicine segment. And I will tell you, before we're going to see a silly, funny video of YouTube, and then we're going to do something a little bit different in November for Thanksgiving in honor of gratitude and showing gratitude. But let's see that silly, funny, some takeouts of these two over here.
Things. Called Realtor Life. Side of our sign got bird poo. So we're fixing it. We're making do. Realtors, take baby wipes. Watch out, good luck, which means guess what? We're probably gonna lease this house.
Whoever said that?
Hey guys, Birch Block. We are at our newest lease listing in Plano, and we are just getting in. But we want to show you this home thing. And Lindsay's gonna try not to say awesome. If you hear us say it, then just go bleh out that way.
Get up there.
Sorry, a lot of wheels on your Stop it. Is it itching? It's a big jump when you go back.
Jump?
Big drop down backwards right here.
Oh, because it's the beware.
Yeah, it says beware. Park at your own risk. Feeling itchy. Turn or what? This is it.
This right here?
Yeah. I'm getting out. Okay. I'm doing this.
Oh my God.
And we made an alley out of a no alley. Whoa, this is gonna be a big one.
Boom.
I can't believe we did it. Let's just keep going.
See, you like it. You didn't want to do it.
We are working hard today. Not drive over that thing.
Why not?
It's a big giant metal thing.
I mean, we're halfway down. We've got to go.
Oh my god, watch your
Would your realtor do this for you?
Yeah. Would any realtor do
Birch
this?
Block.
I'm about to get out of the sunroof.
No, that's not the property.
It's
Oh,
fine.
it's the next one.
It's the next one? Can you see?
No, this isn't even the right block.
Oh!
Why do we always wear heels on things like this?
See if you got this amazing listing and start over. The inside
You fall down. It's hard.
We were just kidding.
Okay, so one of the things, y'all have so much fun together.
We do. We
You have
really
so
do.
much fun together, and that's really, to me, laughter is the best medicine. It really is, and I can see how much fun the two of you have together, and I'm around it, and it's amazing. And the really in honor of Thanksgiving, in the month of gratitude, and always remember that when you plug into the power, the way you plug into the power of success and happiness and positivity, you plug into that power through gratitude. And that's how you stay plugged into that power. So for the month of November, every Monday, we are going to be sharing a video where we find just an incredible person doing something incredible. And without further ado, we're going to see what Deshaun Watson, Houston Texan football player, did with his very first NFL check.
I feel good. I'm excited to do a little surprise for the cafeteria ladies. That's been helpful for all of us, so it's gonna be cool. Yeah. Hey, how are y'all? For what y'all do for us every day and never complain. I really appreciate y'all. So I wanted to give my first game check to y'all to help y'all out some type of way. So here you guys go.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Can I
No
give you a
problem.
hug?
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
no problem.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you very
No
much.
problem. Hopefully that helped. Shouldn't be. So hopefully that's good to help you get you back on your feet, and anything else y'all need, I'm always here to help. So no problem. No problem. Thank you.
Okay, so I love that so much because to me, I like to laugh so hard that I cry. And I like to see acts of kindness that truly move you. And, you know, here is this young gentleman who took his very first check, and those checks were $30,000 a piece for those cafeteria ladies that work there in the Houston Texan group. And what a gift that he gave those ladies. But what a gift Deshaun Watson has given each and every one of us through his example. So Deshaun Watson, you're amazing. Thank you so much for what you do on the field, but thank you just as much for what you do off the field. And I hope that as we go through this November Thanksgiving holiday season, that we think of ways how we can give back and make a difference in other people's lives. And I want to say thank you so much to you two ladies, because you make a difference in so many people's lives. And thank you for coming. If y'all want to get in touch with these two incredible women, what's your website again?
Birchblock.com.
Okay, go to birchblock.com. Please share this with your friends and with your family. Let us know how we can make your life better, what we can do to help inspire you to play bigger, be bolder, and become the best version of you. So until we meet again next Monday at 3 p.m., be big, be bold, and be you. Bye-bye.